Hi, I'm Jay, and today on Jay's World Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make Austrian jam cookies. Austrian jam cookies are a delightful pop in your mouth, melt in your mouth cookie that has a nice little bit of chewy jam on top of it, and you can use your favorite. The nice thing is it's versatile and you can use some of the optional ingredients or choose not to. I choose not to in mine, but this wonderful recipe is perfect to put on a cookie platter for Christmas. Let's have a look at the ingredients. For this very simple recipe, you're going to need a half a cup of butter at room temperature, a half a cup of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, an egg yolk, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and 2/3 of a cup of chopped almonds, which is an optional ingredient. And as I said, I'm not going to be using that today. You're also going to need a cup of your favorite jam, approximately, and you can choose which jam you like. Today I'm going to be doing a mixture of strawberry on some and apricot on others. Let's put this together. These tasty cookies are really quick and easy to put together. You're going to start off pretty much like you do with every other kind of cookie. You're going to start off with the butter and the sugar and cream those together until they're nice and smooth. And again, I'm using my mixer, but you can do this by hand as well. And once your butter and your sugar have come together, we're going to pop in our egg yolk and our vanilla and mix those in really well. And again, you may have to scrape down the sides of your bowl if you're using an electric mixer, or continue to do it by hand. And once that's come together, we're going to go ahead and start adding in your flour just a little bit at a time until it's well mixed into a dough. And just like many other cookie doughs, you are going to notice that it is quite crumbly. What you want to do is you just want to make sure that it will hold together when you squeeze it. And what we're going to do is boil that up, cover it in some plastic, and put it in the fridge for up to 2 hours before we start to portion this out. Now, once your dough has come out of the fridge, you're going to find it's actually quite hard. And I really struggled a little bit to break off pieces and make them into sort of usable balls of dough. You will find that this is a very crumbly kind of consistency. So I kind of had to, press it down, and you want to make an indent in the top of each sort of walnut-sized ball that you make like that. It's not going to be perfect, and you are going to get a lot of crumbs, but you can sort of squish those together to make another cookie, and continue on until you've filled your whole tray. Now, I'm not going to lie, this may take a little bit of effort to do. The dough is very crumbly and it's very hard to keep together, so your cookies may not look fantastic, but I assure you that what they lack in aesthetics, they are going to make up for in flavor. There's only one more step to do before we pop these in the oven, and that is to fill each of those cavities with a little bit of jam. And like I said, I'm going to be using a little bit of strawberry and apricot in separate doses, and very, very simply, I'm just using a regular icing bag or piping bag, but you can use a Ziploc bag if that's all you have. It doesn't have to be a piping bag. And I'm just putting in some strawberry jam Doesn't have to be a ton. I know the recipe calls for a cup, but I don't think you're ever going to use a cup unless you make a lot of these cookies. And really, most of my dough was used just using this one, doing this one little batch. So I got one tray out of it. And once each of the cavities have been filled, you're going to pop this into a 350-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes until the cookies are a nice golden brown. Remove them, put them on a wire rack to cool, and then enjoy. Well, while these cookies are not the most pretty cookies you've ever seen, the smell is really good. A nice strong vanilla smell. And I'm going to have try a strawberry one because I like strawberry. And I always have liked baked jams because they become like slightly chewy. And this is really one of my favorites because of that. Because the dough is such a short dough, it sort of crumbles and it melts away, almost like a shortbread, and that wonderful strawberry flavor in there. A very nice mix doing strawberry and apricot next to each other. It gives you a variety. These are definitely a fun cookie for the holiday season. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and remember to turn on notifications so that you know when my next video drops. If you make these cookies, I'd love to hear from you. Please put your comments in the comment section below. I do appreciate all of your feedback. Remember too that you can follow me on my Facebook and Instagram, and feel free to ask me questions or private message me there with your experience of this recipe. Those links are below in the comment section. Remember too that you can support this channel financially by visiting my Patreon, and that link is below in the comment section as well. And patrons on Patreon do receive these recipes in their inbox when this video drops every week. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy eating.